Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech. And on tonight's episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, we are trying to get our Hawkeye Corporation up to grade 3. We need some venture hunts or venture tech bots to kill to get up to that. We have 7 out of 20, so we have a little bit left to go. We need 13 more, guys. I did throw some signal lights on here, and I'm hoping that it's going to be nighttime here fairly soon, and we can try those out just to see how well they work. Let's go into boosters to get away from this little hill right here. Do we have an enemy right over here? Yeah, it looks like we do. Let's kill this guy off real quick, and then we'll go over to there to the little, 3 enemies where the little question mark is. Again, this guy does not turn on a dime, so it actually seems like we're doing a circle around this guy. So let me back it up a little bit. No, come on, guys. You know you can turn. You can turn. Do it. Well, you know what? We only need to get close enough to let one side attack and then get his attention, and he will come over and attack us. There we go. And he can turn better than we can because he's a little tiny dude with a lot of wills, and now he's dead. Longy D. Longy D did not last very long. Now, in case you guys are wondering which is the front and which is the back of my bot, a lot of the time, all you need to do is look at the arrow on the bottom of the map, because I am going in reverse right now. I do try to tend to go straight, because that's how I can use my boosters, my thrusters. Twitter. A Twitter bot. Well, we got to destroy that guy. Let's come over here and see if we can knock that guy out fairly quickly. You do see the rocks versus weapons actually tend to have a lot more strength to them. Yeah, sit back there in the back, dude. It's perfectly safe back there. It's beautiful. It's the greatest place to be. You know, and if you can attack them with the back of your bot straight off the bat, maybe that will save you. Ooh, look at this. We got 3 more dudes. Yes, fantastic. These are the ones that I need, and I love watching them just blow up. They seem to have a lot more batteries on them lately. There they go. Holy crap. I'm not even worried about how much energy we're using now, because I've created this bot with so many batteries. It lasted the full 40 minutes that we shot the last video for. Didn't even come close. It used less than 1 bar on there. It was flashing by 1 bar. So 40 minutes, that is how long. Ooh, yes, Venture License Upgrade 3. So I got those at the exact same time. Let's see, what does he count as? I think he's going to count as GSO. Yeah, he doesn't count as anything. So we got some wills, we got some lights, and we got the Uzis, guys. Uzis are fantastic. Definitely check those out. They do only have a short range on them, however. So if you're looking for something with a little bit of kick and a little bit of range, those will not work out very well for you. But if you're creating something very fast and you want to be able to, just drive straight up to the enemy, maybe even do circles around them at close quarter combat kind of thing, and you want it to be able to hit it, because Venture Hailfire rifles, they have the same downside on the enemy as they do when they're being fired at you, is if you're too fast, they're not going to hit the enemy either. So you want something that's static, something that shoots in one direction. The Uzis are going to be your little thing for that. Okay, so you're dead. I wish it was, Geocore that I need. I'm finding a lot more Geocore, probably because of my size. Let's, nope, can't drive over those. Can't drive over blocks in this game anymore. Can't booster out of this. Can't go in the build mode out of this because we're getting hit at the same time. Let's see if we can back up a little bit. Maybe get them to get stuck on those. Does look like they are getting stuck. All right, so let's keep it here for a second. Yeah, go ahead and charge me, my friend. Get in here. There we go. You are dead. Let me go. Boosters. Boosters over all of this. No. Dang it. These things are so big. I need some way. How about that? Will that shoot everything out? Give it a second to push it. Didn't quite get it, so let's go into build mode one more time. Oh, or it could just knock me around. I'm still trying to go in the build mode, and it is not working very well. Let's see. You are too big to get pushed out, huh? You're going. You're going. It's pushing you, it's trying to. Let's drag it out, help that out a little bit. Now we can booster out of all that. That would have been nice stuff to pick up, but we don't need any of those, and we have a decent amount of money. I think once you get to a certain stage, you start getting a little picky, because I know I have. Now that I have a decent amount of money, and, I've been selling my blocks here and there, and we still have tons of them, because in between videos, I do go out and I try to harvest some stuff every once in a while. And those are some of the quests we still need to work on too. And you can see I got 31 of the Crystal Harvester, Ore Harvesters, I got 19. You do need very specific items in those. So if you're not getting those, you can still go out and make money. And I try to leave those quests alone until you guys are here watching me play it, and you guys get to see the progression of those quests. Because some of you have said that you've done those quests and they glitch out on you, and you know, if that happens, I want to show it, not because I want to show like the game's not done or anything like that, but because I might be able to fix it. Maybe, maybe not. And if I can't fix it, at least you guys know that you're not the only ones, and it does happen to other people. Because sometimes, man, when you play games on here, you don't hear anybody talking about the fact that, oh, this quest isn't working and that quest isn't working. You're like, what did I do wrong? Am I doing the quest wrong, or is it an error in the game? You know. So if you see other people have that same problem, it makes you feel a little bit better. It still sucks you can't finish the quest, but at least you know you're not missing something, and you just have to wait. And you just have to wait until they fix it. Now, normally that would kind of suck because you have to like restart the game, but on this one, not so much of a big deal because you got to restart the game anyways every so often, just so you can get access to the new blocks that they put in. It doesn't happen too often. It's only when they do like a really big patch. I guess we're seesawing back and forth because this thing does not know how to turn at all. Like, it goes straight or it goes back, and those are the only options it has. Let's go into build mode, push some of those things aside. Let's go back a little bit. Here we go. Come on, you could do it. I know you can go back. And if you can go back into the exact same spot we were a minute ago, then I can go forward into the exact same spot we were a minute ago. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this time we can go into a different area and get bogged down. Yep, that is exactly what's going to happen. I don't know why these guys don't want to turn. I think I need to put some wheels in the back. They did have those little tiny wheels when you first started, the GSO ones, and those things were amazing when you were a very, very tiny little bot. They kind of have the same thing here if you look at the wheels we have, which are these angled bike wheels. I was hoping they would cause the same kind of thing, but it seems all they really do is they help you get uphill so you don't get stuck like I was. These are amazing. I would love to put them on a Geocore. Holy crap, look at that guy. Oh man, that should be a sport right there. Knocking the cab through like a field goal post and seeing if you could do it. If they made it almost invulnerable, if it take a little bit more shots to destroy it. Oh, look at that. They are different colors. Red and green. So red on the left-hand side, green on the right-hand side. That is cool, guys. Thank you for telling me that. Christmas colors at that. Those are nice. I like that. Huh. Wonder what they did. I guess so you could tell which side, what bot is what. That is really neat. I never would have noticed that because I don't use lights very often. But yeah, that I am liking the fact they're doing more with the lights. That's something I could get into. I could definitely. They don't do anything, but I could get into just the aesthetics because sometimes you want to create a bot that looks cool, especially from far away and at nighttime. And they don't give off too much light to make it overwhelming, but it does seem like they do give off that little glow. And oh man, I'm starting to get ideas because it is Halloween time, guys, and I was already thinking about doing a jack-o'-lantern. I've tried doing one in the past. It didn't come out very well, but I've had ideas on how to fix that design, and I think I've figured it out. But on the inside, I wanted something that would light up and give off that glow. But white light in this game tends to be a little bit overpowering, and sometimes it just doesn't come through very well. But this light right here, they're small. I can put them on the entire inside of the bot, and I can even put them in varying color. And I think that would give off a nice little, you know, kind of ambiance to the jack-o'-lantern flying around here. Of course, it's not actually going to be flying. It's going to be driving of some sort. But can you imagine a flying jack-o'-lantern? If you could figure out how to do that, the weight proportions and everything else with all the lights that are on the inside and the shell, and then put like wings on the outside. Oh my god, I'm already getting ideas on it. Because they do have the new Hawkeye wings. And the new Hawkeye wings have like this Batman look to it. They have the Batwing kind of feel. You could put that on a jack-o'-lantern. I think that would fit in just fine, and it would give it that creepy vibe. Yeah. Oh my god. Jeez. And make it small. Make it well, I don't know if you could. Like, I guess you could make it a small jack-o'-lantern with no face. But if you're gonna put a face in there, it's gonna be a certain size period because you got to have the room to, you know, give that outside edge, and that's going to make it a decent sized bot. So yeah, that might be a little troublesome to kind of get that up in the air. But man, if you could make those the enemy and give them the ability to fly around at will and not get destroyed every single time they land, or even just having one follow you, Yeah, having one follow you, that is what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to create a little tiny one. No face, it's just going to be like orange blocks. If I can ever find them in the game, I have still yet to find the color blocks in the game. You guys, if you know where those are hiding, if they are in the actual game or not. Oh, look at that. He has color lights on it too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, if you guys know where these color blocks are, otherwise, I will have to do a jack-o'-lantern of a different color, maybe a black one, or it's just gonna be a round one with wings, I guess, is all it's gonna come out looking like. But I would love to do orange for the Halloween kind of thing. Venture gyro stabilizer. Ooh, yes, we need to go over there and snag that. And we got 3 more guys here. We got to be careful. I don't want to get too close to that and destroy it. So I'm going to give them time to come in and give me reinforcements. We got Walnut and we got the Predator. Walnut and Predator. You guys look the same. You guys twins? You guys brothers? Might be. Might be. All enemies cleared. Let's see if we can come over there and get that stabilizer. That's going to be really, really good for us in the future. There it is right there. And we snagged it. Let's go into build mode. Get all these things pushed out around us. Nothing really there I need just yet. No, we're just gonna slippity slide off to the left for some reason. And let's come over here and kill this guy. Oh man, an invader? Alright, we can do that, right? I mean, that's not gonna be any trouble for us. And it's gonna be a nighttime fight for an invader. So let's go into build mode. Let me come in here and see if I can see what our batteries are like. There it is, guys. You can see it just barely. It is still completely full. Like, we haven't even touched our batteries yet. Now, are we going to have the strength to destroy this guy? If he has giant megaton cannons on there, I don't know if we're going to do enough damage with the weapons we have, but it's definitely worth a shot. Oh, yeah, you're invading my territory. Oh, look at this. It's the base spot. And he's not fully charged yet, and he's not going to get fully charged because it's nighttime. So suck it, dude. You are just going to die. Now, can I do enough damage? Let's take a closer look at this and see how this... Actually, no, you are charging up. You are still daytime. I guess it's just turned it. And how's the batteries? It's going up, it looks like. Let's see. Can I take off enough damage? Yeah, it actually looks like we're taking off more damage than he's repairing up. So we'll keep it going. It's going to take a while, though. Like, that's... I imagine it's going to take a long time. Let's take a look at this and see, have we done any permanent damage yet? No blocks have been taken off. You can see almost the pattern of the shotguns when they hit. They're hitting everything, all the way even over to the last block over on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, depending on if you're looking at my screen. Of course, you're looking at my screen, but I mean, according to the way I'm looking at it at the moment, if you look at it from the front of my bot, it'd be the right-hand side over there. But yeah, that block is still getting hit, even from this distance. Oh, there we go. We've destroyed a block. Yeah, so that one spot right there is getting hit by a lot. Some of these weapons actually do look like they're targeting the enemies, such as, what are these? These are the repeater rifles. So the repeater rifles are turning towards the enemy. What else? Shotguns are not. So repeater rifles, they do target. Come on. Yeah, we only got 2 more. We do have an enemy coming over here. I would love to get him on the other side attacking this with me. And you can see my my rail guns going off in the distance there. I think I only have 1 of them actually hitting right now. Maybe 2, but I doubt it. This one right here is definitely hitting. This one right down on this bottom side of our bot is going through. In fact, it might be going too low. No, it looks like it's hitting him. And it actually, did it knock something off down there? Getting a little bit of frozen there. Come on, guys. 1.5 more blocks to go. You can do it. I know, I got faith in you. Come on. Come on. It would have been fantastic to get this at night, though. This fight would have been over already if we had. Oh, it's in red. It's in red, guys. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Now, I'm not too worried about saving any of these pieces. Again, it's great if you can get them, but we got enough batteries. I think we still have like 16 batteries. I can't believe I'm saying that, because this is something I'm usually drooling over and being like, oh yeah, batteries. Batteries. Oh, so many of them, too. Look at that. Oh, man. And some Uzis, Venture Hailfire rifles up on the top so it can target everybody. And it looks like a portion of it. Yeah, the backside is in the ground over there. So it's going to be interesting to see how much of that pops out of there when it gets destroyed, and how much of it stays kind of hidden until that that terminal picks all that stuff up. But again, most of this is going to get destroyed just from the shotguns alone. Those things are nasty as far as recovering things from it, but so much better than the megaton cannons. Megaton cannons, they don't have any give. Like, they destroy everything, and the cab is always the last thing to get hit, always the last thing to get destroyed. It usually goes off flying in one direction and then blows up out there all by itself, and nothing else is left. So those are just for destruction purposes only. They are domination. They don't do anything else of real importance other than they get through shields, which is right here one of the perfect things you need. I can't believe we're getting through it, though. Like, normally, even with megaton cannons, and we're talking about a lot of megaton cannons, we can't get this stuff to go down. So yeah, something in here is really powerful. The shotgun, maybe? Shotgun, railgun, and the repeater rifle. Those are all we have, and they're doing their job. And it's not like we have a lot of them. I mean, yeah, we do have a fair amount, but compared to what I've had in the past, bigger and you know, giant or bigger bots that are covered with more weapons, I should say, don't even stand a chance against this one. So this is a good test. This is a good, you know, kind of point to come in here with different bots and see how well you can do it. The shields are failing a little bit here and there. We are getting through bit by bit, and you can see we are changing our angle. They're coming back up again. Well, I'm trying to push off to the left right now so we can get back in there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, my friend. Man, I wish we were aiming towards the center more, but all we got to do is get one of those batteries to explode, and that is it. It is no... Oh, what happened there? Can we go back in? Sorry about that, guys. I do not know what happened there. It did kind of kick me out a little bit. It didn't kick me out of the game completely, but I did have to load back in. Yeah, it's... I don't know what happened. We knocked it off of its axis. I think we've actually destroyed the anchor point that was down on the bottom, something we've never done before. So let's go ahead and put this down here. I don't think it's ready to be picked up yet. It's not completely taken apart, but we might be able to target wherever its cab is. It's definitely not anchored, so it can't regenerate anymore, so that's a good thing. With one shot, let's see. I don't want everything to explode, but getting rid of one battery will probably cause a chain reaction to destroy all the other ones. There we go, one battery going down. Come on, my little guys. You can see stuff falling off and getting picked up as we go through. There's another battery getting ready to explode. Another battery might explode. There we go. Woo, baby. Nice. Nice. And we got most of it intact. That is I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that even remotely. Wow, that is cool. These weapons, they have their purpose, guys. They do serve quite a useful function, and I could see maybe even throwing them on regular bots now, just from the fact that, man, I wasn't expecting them to be this good. I thought they were going to be like the mediocre stuff, and the things we were looking for were those missiles, because we tried those in the R&D, and they are fantastic. I cannot wait to get my hands on those. I have no doubt whatsoever those are going to be a game changer once we get them, but these alone are something that I could see using on different bots. Now, in the quantity that they're at, may be why they're doing as good as they're doing, but even with that said, if it takes this quantity to do it, I'm okay with that. It does add a little bit of lag, but definitely worth it, man, especially after that last one. Just being able to get through their shields like that, man, so many of those invaders we've gotten, we've had to sit there and wait for their shields to go down because we just can't get through it with the megaton cannons. But these guys, they did it, and it's astonishing. I was just flabbergasted by that, actually. The fact that they can get through that where megaton cannons can't. Something unique about these guys. We're gonna have to pay attention to a little bit more and figure out which ones are doing it. I have a feeling it's gonna be the shotguns or the railguns, because like I said, the railguns go through things, but shotguns maybe, because we're so close. I mean, look at the sides. When those shotguns go off, they just sprinkle everything everywhere with those things, and it knocks the guys back so far. It's absolutely mind-blowing. the force they have in them. But you know, it's not surprising, I guess I should say, because shotguns are that way in real life. They are just oh, I guess if you get the right shells inside, they do come out with different kinds of ammunition for a shotgun. Some of them have you know, the ones that shoot out as a slug, a very big slug. Some of them shoot out as a spray. So I guess you have to have that ability to choose. But this one, you don't really get that function. You just get the weapon. You haven't really gotten ammo. But, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, ammo would be a cool little aspect they might throw in at some point for the different weapons. You know, maybe how would they do that, though? I mean, you would have to buy ammo? Or do you think you would just be like, I want this to be upgraded to a different type of ammo and then to be done with it? You have infinite amount. Because if they made it where you had to buy the ammo, that could be cool. Like, it would use the specialty ammo you have first and then you revert back to using regular ammo. But you would have to go through and spend a lot of money, I think. I guess it would be for in-game. Once you have a decent amount of cash, you could go in there and splurge and be like, oh, we're going to get the armor-piercing ones, and we're going to get, you know, slower firing, but, you know, explosives on there. Oh, we got a Venture remote charger right there. Let's see if we can snag that and put that on there. That's something new we haven't gotten before. Remember, as you level up in your corporation level, it does tell you that there are other items out there, but you'll have to gain access to them in other ways. And this, I guess, is those other ways they want you to gain access to them. Venture remote charger, we'll go ahead and pick that stuff up. We're going to throw most of this stuff down later on. Venture remote charger, we'll just pick up all of this stuff, I guess, because it seems like there's a few items here we haven't seen before, and it's just, I don't want to leave them behind. So let's put these down over here so they can get snagged. We'll put those there. I guess we can... I'm going to leave the stabilizer on there now. I don't think the stabilizer is doing too much for us, but yeah, we'll put it on there. I mean, it's made mostly for airplanes. I don't know what it does for a vehicle on the ground. I guess it just stabilizes it a little bit more. That kind of moves the weight around so it doesn't get stuck or maybe bogged down. Either way, I can't imagine it being a bad thing to have on your bot, but I could be wrong on that. I have been wrong in the past on some of these items when I use them and think they're going to be good for something, and it turned out to be absolutely horrible in that design, but really, really good in other bots. So we just kind of have to be patient and kind of figure that stuff as we go. But it seems like my bot is able to turn a little bit better, and that might be because of that stabilizing guy. Yeah, I don't know. I hate to say it is, but I have a feeling that it might be. And we got this guy, Venture Explorer. You are down. Maybe not down yet, but you should be after that one. Yep, there we go. So we got 12 out of 20. I think this is the hardest quest yet to do, in the sense that we just don't find very many Venture bots. There's another one out here. We definitely gonna kill this guy. Come on, my little friend. Where you going? He looks almost like a spider. Almost. Oh, you know what? I would love to make one of those guys that walk on the water. I can't think of the name of the little bug, but they have a very unique look to them. Their legs come out, and they can actually run across the water without going into it, because their legs spread out the weight of their body, and they don't weigh anything in the first place. They're very, very thin and almost very, you know, not even there really, but it's just amazing what they can do. But the design of them is pretty cool, and I wouldn't mind trying to make something like that. Would it be the best bot in the world? No, but that doesn't really matter to me all the time. Like, this guy is a tank. He works. He's the workhorse. He goes out, he destroys stuff, and he can get around fairly well. But sometimes you just feel like making something that looks cool. It may only get one shot at, and then that's it, but it has that effect to it that just makes you smile when you see it. And that alone, I think, is something you got to do in this game. If you're not having fun playing it, and you're not just trying out crazy designs that make you laugh when they get blown up, then you're probably not getting the full enjoyment that you're able to get out of this game as much as you could. I mean, so many designs, and some of the ones that I actually been wanting to play around with a little bit more have been like the hover pads. Never quite gotten those to work very well, and I think mainly for the fact of, to steer with them is fairly difficult. I think you need those four-way boosters or thrusters or steering modules, whatever they're called. Now you need some of those. They used to only have the 2 ones. I can't find an enemy on the map. I'm looking, guys. I swear I'm looking, but I don't see any red dots on the map yet. I haven't seen any black clouds being thrown out there in the distance either. So I'm not sure if maybe we've killed everybody. Is everybody dead? Did we just go on a rampage and nobody wants to come back in here and fight us? I don't think that's the case. Did we dominate that invader so much, word has gotten around that you do not want to mess with this planet. Go someplace else. This belongs to the Hawkeye. I hope we didn't freak it out when it closed down on me there for a second, but we'll have to wait and see if we get anybody here in the next few minutes. Again, I absolutely hate my windows. Anytime I push down my thrusters and hold the key down for too long, it pops up with a little message. That's why you'll see me stop every so often. I have to click off of that and come back into the game. You may even be able to hear the little clicking noise that Windows makes when it... Oh, there we go. We got something there. Nice. And I do know I can turn that off. I just don't know how yet. I gotta look at the Windows functions and try to figure that stuff out. I'm not a big computer guy on figuring those kind of things. Oh, yes, and he's a venture. Speed Hunter. Well, Speed Hunter, you're not very fast, and it looks like you're gonna get spanked. And you're gonna get spanked fairly hard. And he's a GSO cab on that one, too, so we got credits, 14 out of 20. We only need 6 more, guys. 6 more, and we will be done with this one. And hopefully find one a little bit easier to do, such as anything. Anything would be easier than this one. Even going out and finding resources. Finding resources, that could be somewhat difficult. Oh, come on. You know you want to get out of here. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Boosters to the save. Let's go out here into the salt flats. That's what that looks like out there to me. Yep, that is a salt flat. Let's see if we can get in there. Don't have enough fuel for boosters yet. I've been using it non-stop there for a few seconds. So let that charge up. Go ahead and destroy that. Oh, yes, beautiful. Love the salt flats. This bot could be used for harvesting, but I haven't set anything up like that. Well, the music just stopped. There's like no wind out here. It's very, very quiet, almost eerie. Listen to that, guys. It's just dead quiet, and there's no life out here. Oh man, can you imagine if they do something for Halloween? If you guys are listening and you want to add something in, I think this area right here would be perfect for it. Put a small layer of fog. It actually looks like there already is kind of a little glow on the ground. Put a small layer of fog, and that's going to make it amazing. Actually, put a small layer of fog, and then make it where it's perpetual night for the whole day of Halloween. And that way, you don't get to charge up your batteries unless you go out and get trees. That's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's going to make this whole thing eerie. Like, all you see is lights out in the distance, and make it really dark. You know, make it so dark that all you see are the lights. That would be, but maybe not so dark that you don't get to see the enemy even when you're close to them, but it would make you have to put lights on your butt. It would make you have to go off and just kind of be creeped out by what's going on. And that stupid little error message that pops up when I hit my thrusters, I absolutely hate that thing. Ugh, I need to change that. There is an enemy over right there. He is a geocore. Oh man, yeah, the more I think about those bots, can we fire? There we go. Yeah, the more I think about the bots at night with fog and creepy vibes, maybe even throw in some sound effects every so often of like ghost or creeping howls, because you know there's no life form on this planet yet. I don't know if they ever are going to add any life. There's trees, and trees to me denote that there could be possible life forms on here, and you could have, you know, flying birds and things that you're not actually interacting with. They're too high up for you. Maybe they're not touched at all. You can't destroy them. You can't attack them. But they're there. I'd be okay with that. I don't mind static bombs in a game where they're invulnerable to attack and invulnerable to things. That's something I grew up playing with. There was always something in a game that you looked at and you're like, oh man, I wish I could drive up. Like in Mario Kart, they used to have it where you could drive around 2 different maps, and one of the maps had a castle of Princess Peach. Later on, in I think the N64 one, they actually gave you the ability to drive up in front of the castle. And if you were pretty good and you played around with it enough, you could glitch it out so that you could zoom into the castle. And of course, there was nothing there. They didn't give you a map there because they didn't expect anybody to do that. And so you fell into the earth or into the world and lost your guy. And of course, you had to like restart back over, and it was kind of a, you know, you glitched it, right? But just the fact that they gave you the ability to drive up to that mansion was kind of cool. So there's always something there that you can't interact with. I'm okay with that, but it just giving you those ambiance of like birds flying around, like this big monument right here in front of it, this big, outcropping of rocks. That could have like these vultures or something spinning around it to give you an idea that, hey, this might be important for something, especially if they use it for something down the road. I don't know why we're finding so few bots here, other than maybe we did go on a rampage and just annihilate so many people. The game is not respawning as many as quickly. I might have to load out and come back in. Although I'm only recording 2 today. One is going to be for Monday, which is today, and it's going to come out kind of late, guys, probably around 8 o'clock tonight, because I still have to render it. I still have to add the intro, the outro, and all that stuff to it, and that takes a few hours, and then I have to upload it as well, and you guys probably don't want to hear about any of this stuff, but that's why it's going to take a little bit longer, even though I'm recording it as I got off of work. But I'm hoping that we will be able to record a few tomorrow, that we can actually find more enemies, because it was really cool there for a while. We were finding tons and tons of them where we're going through just wrecking the place. Now, we haven't taken our bot in here yet into the grassland, and the grassland can be fairly difficult to get through. As you guys remember with my giant geocore bot, he did have a hard time getting over some of these rocks and just running into them. He was always getting hit by them. I think the thing that's actually destroying them, to be honest, the shotgun. The shotgun has a spray that even when they're right on top of it or far away, it hits the little bots from a low enough that the rocks are getting destroyed, like that one right there. That might be what I have to add to my geocore one to fix it. Instead of trying to do all that melee stuff and it just not working out very well for us, shotguns. Shotguns may be it, and that's kind of cool, because I've been looking for something that would fix that for a while now, and if shotguns can do it, so much the better, because they do so much damage as is, so that's fine with me. Oh, look at that, one shot and just completely annihilated everything there. Now, I am trying to turn to the right here. Now, it is another Windows thing that I have to go in there and change as well, which is if I'm holding down 3 keys and I hit a 4th one, it doesn't recognize the 4th key. So if I'm going left, or in this case going right, straight, boosters, and then I hit my weapons, it doesn't do the weapons. So I actually have to take my finger off of one of them, which ends up usually being the boosters or my turning, and that's why it's just a little wonky. Again, that's something I've been told I have to go into Windows and mess around with to get that to change, but I really don't know why Windows would give you that limitation on only being able to push 3 buttons down at a time as a default, but apparently it is. Now, I do think I heard that somebody was saying that this might come out on like the Xbox or the PlayStation or something down the road. I don't know how long down the road that might be a thing, but if it does, I think it would really be cool. I don't know how the building would go into place. I think you'd have to design and sit there and make something that would be fairly easy to build with that. I think they could do it. I've seen other games out there where you build stuff and you move it around with the joypad or the stick itself, and then hit like the X or the A button to adjust the direction. So that is something they could do, but just being able to power around with your friends, because those of you who play on consoles, playing with friends I think is one of the true joys that the consoles offer you. Oh yes, invader, please. And we're going to kill this invader, and then we're probably going to go ahead and end the episode here. So we're going to end it on a high point as long as we don't lose. In fact, let's go ahead and check our energy levels. We're at 3 bars, and we're losing 1. I don't think we're going to lose this one. Unless it's another base, we may just call it before we destroy it, because that base did take a few minutes to get down. Although it's becoming nighttime right now, so he's not going to be able to charge up as much, so we might get a little lucky on this guy. Come on, let me get him. Oh, it's another base? Really? Another one? Unbelievable. Alright, well, at least the ground is flat. Let me see if I can get as many of our... Let me come over here so you guys can see it. You can actually see the rail guns coming through the entire bot to the other side. Are we getting enough damage to it to cause it not to go up? I think we are. And we're getting our full spray on it, rather than last time, which we were only getting a small portion because it was going off to the side. Looks like it actually is still going up a little bit. We might just be holding it as maintaining. Oh man, that sucks. But it is becoming nighttime, so Yeah, you know, we could give it a few minutes, let nighttime kick in, and then come in and drain the batteries down that way. Trying to fight it this way is a little ridiculous. So let's go ahead and do that, guys. We're going to go ahead and call the episode here. Again, I do want to thank you all for coming out and joining us. We are at 15 out of 20 on our venture. Again, one of the hardest quests that we've done so far, just to find the guys that are out there. Now, we do have some points of interest for the venture. Find the enemy tech gang. We could do that. Gangland, well, hostile. So we probably will click on some of those next time and see if maybe they will lead us to some venture quest bots in the future. But yeah, just roaming around trying to find this stuff didn't really work out too well for us. We got a few, but not enough. As always, guys, I'm AC Gamer, and I will definitely catch you all next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.